everybody. I see we've got 2 here so far. Welcome. I was going to give it 1 more minute before I got started. Looks like we've got 1 more connecting. But welcome and thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Mary. Good morning.
Morning. All right. I'm going to go ahead and go back on screen share so you can see my presentation here. And we'll get started. Awesome. Okay. This box, there we go. My name's Mary Mendoza. I work with Fidelity National Home Warranty. I've been with Fidelity for 12 years now. I live right here in Larchmont, really close to the office with my husband, and I have a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old and a little dog who's 15, and he's just recently back in diapers. So we are back in diapers. I keep joking. Finally got my kids out of diapers and he's in diapers. So that's just a little bit about me. I have been coming into your office for many, many years, still on Zoom right now, just trying to keep my little ones safe so they can go back to school. But I'm so excited to be back in person in the office too. So today I'm going to give you kind of a general overview of what home warranty is. Is everybody here maybe newly licensed, or are you an assistant? What's everyone's comfort level here?
I'm newly licensed.
No? Congratulations.
Yeah, so I'm many years a realtor. I just like to learn.
Yeah, good. Right. Well, feel free to stop anytime, ask questions. I'll also check the chat box if you prefer typing it. So general overview, what a home warranty is, we'll dive in. The home warranty is a 1-year contract that covers all the major systems and appliances inside the home. So one big question I always get is it homeowner's insurance? And no. Where the home warranty is a mechanical warranty, so think of things with an on-off switch inside the home. We cover all of those major systems and appliances. So loosely, we'll go over everything but air conditioning, heating, plumbing, electrical, appliances. And then when we come out and fix this breaker leak, we would work maybe in tandem with your homeowner's insurance if there was secondary damage, mold, water damage to the floors from something leaking, or you discovered a leak that's been going on for a long time. You know, some of these repairs can be quite destructive on the home. And in that position, we'd work in tandem with the homeowner's insurance. This is an optional coverage, but it's something that's written into the contract, almost every contract that we see. So explain to you where it is in the contract, how to write it in, and how much money to ask for. So the home warranty works, it's ordered during escrow, and it kicks in at the close of escrow, unless you order seller's coverage. That's the only time they have coverage during the listing. It goes for 1 full year, and then they have the option to renew. I always like to, hold on, let me skip ahead here. Talk about this first and I'll jump back. So in page 4 of the contract here, I think it's still page 4. I know they changed it. There's a spot in the contract for you to write in a home warranty company. So we are part of the drop-down box that's in there. So let me back this up. You know, when you're writing an offer with a buyer, they really don't know what a home warranty is most of the time. But in the same turn, all the agents are asking for this to be paid for by the seller. So it's, you want to develop a relationship with a home warranty company that you feel good referring, because when things break inevitably after the close, that's already in there, and they can have this concierge service where they can call in for service. So today I want to educate you on what Fidelity is and how great our product is, so that you have someone you feel great referring. So when you're writing an offer at 5 o'clock at night, you know who to put into page 4, and loosely how much to ask for. You can always text me. So that's when I say in the contract, for those of you that are new, that's what I'm talking about. So how you order the home warranty, just email me. Let's just skip this slide. You can just shoot me an email or a text. I can order it for you. When you're writing the offer and you need help coming up with kind of a quote, we'll go over the pricing, but I can help you tailor it depending on which plan you need, if there's a pool, a spa, and plus there's all these additional bells and whistles. It's always best if you order the home warranty, because you know what's in the property, right? You know if there's a pool, you know if there's a second set of washer dryer, an outdoor kitchen. You've seen the property. What I get most of the time, because you're so busy during escrow, is I'll just get an email from y'all with the RPA and say, hey, can you help me order this? Because in the RPA, it should say the company and how much money you have to spend, and have selected the boxes of what to order. From there, I'll typically Google the property or ask you to help you spend your money in the best way possible. You can also just go to homewarranty.com to order, call it in, fax it in, or mail in an application. I think that page needs to be revised. So let's talk about a little bit about some of the home warranty plans. We have the standard plan, the comprehensive plan, the enhanced plan, and the enhanced plus plan. About a month ago, we launched this enhanced plus plan and really just bundled in a lot of our extra options to save your clients some money. Move the screen here. One big difference, I always recommend the enhanced plan here. I don't know if you can see my mouse, but I'm pointing to it. The enhanced plan bundles in the washer, dryer, kitchen, refrigerator at a discounted rate for you. This is pretty much what I sell all day long. Really, the only time I've ever seen a standard plan put on something is like a tear down, where they're going to be tearing it down pretty quickly. It just doesn't have as much coverage, and it doesn't have the appliances in. The comprehensive plan's upgraded, but it's not going to include the washer, dryer, kitchen, refrigerator. So the enhanced plan, and this is single family home pricing, $520 or $630 for the enhanced plus plan. So the difference between these two plans really is just this mods and more. A few months ago, we launched an option that no other home warranty company had been covering in history, which is when modifications. So your air conditioning breaks on your old home, because everything's older in LA, and it needs to be brought up to code. It probably needs to be moved to a different position on the property. Maybe it needs to be, the old piping isn't plug and play. The vents probably where the old equipment was with the new equipment that's coming in, which is going to be up to the new California standards. So those would all be considered modifications. Then they would be charged to the homeowner. So we'd come in and say, hey, we're going to pay $2,300 for this repair, and you have $700 of out-of-pocket modification costs to make this new equipment work. In this case, with the Enhanced Plus plan, we cover up to $1,000 of modifications. So it kind of helps offset. I think it's a good option for homeowners where you think there may be a big repair coming up. You know, you're like, oh, I had the HVAC system seen by a specialist. It says it's past its life expectancy, but it's still working great. This might be a good option for them to have a little less out-of-pocket costs in those situations. But truly, the enhanced plan is our tried and true plan that's always been there. A really great plan that I recommend too. So we cover all different property types. I'll get into that. Single family home, condo, townhome, multi-unit homes, new construction homes. On any of those, you'll pick the plan and then you can tailor the options. A lot of these are already included in the enhanced plan. They're bundled in, but things that you would need to add on would be a pool spa. You'd add an additional 170. If they need some additional plumbing, like a sewage ejector pump, well pump, I don't see a lot of that in my territory here in Los Angeles, but whoops, they are there. Limited roof leak repair is a popular one with new first-time home buyers, nervous about leaks that may arise. I don't know, with all that rain that we get. That's going to cover up to $1,000 of patchwork the first contract term, and then it resets after that first year. Additional refrigeration option, that's a popular one. That covers up to 4 additional refrigerators on site. So if they have an ice maker or a wine refrigerator or some of those refrigeration drawers, that's a good one to throw on that would blanket all of those additional wet bar refrigerators on site. The air conditioning evaporative coolers included in all those upgraded plans, so you would not need to ever add that on again. And then we do have the multi-unit coverage, the new construction coverage, which I'll get into. New construction coverage, it's got to be a brand new build from the ground up, not a one wall remodel. So in the tax records, it's got to show that that's the first year that it's been built, the first owners moving in. This plan covers years 2 through 5. So it's a 4-year home warranty for $630 plus options. And it's going to cover them for years 2 through 5. Typically the first year, all the appliances would be under manufacturer's warranty and builder's warranty. So we would defer to those and then we would kick in years 2 through 5. And it's a really great option. I've been seeing ordered quite a bit lately. Multi-unit home coverage, if you have a duplex, triplex, or fourplex, we have plans standard in our brochure, which I did put a link to the brochure in the chat box. If you'd like to pull it up, you can kind of see it, familiarize yourself with it. In the brochure, it has a section for every single thing that's covered and simply states what's covered and what's not covered. It's a great link to save to your desktop or your cell phone, and you can shoot it out to clients so that they can peek at it. I'm also always here to help you at time of writing contract, tailor the coverage, make sure you're asking for enough money. And then also talk to your buyers if they want to. I would say most of the time, I'm just ordering it based on how much money you calculated in. But sometimes buyers really want to get hands-on with it and tailor their own coverage. And in those situations, of course, I'm always here to go over it with them. And sometimes it's good to go over it with them after it closed. And just say, hey, this was what was ordered for you so that they remember to use it, right? You've negotiated it in for them. A great thing for them to utilize right after the close of escrow is our rekey option. Our service trade call fee is $75, one of the lowest in the industry. And they pay that deductible anytime they open a claim. They can also open a rekey claim starting at close of escrow for us to come out and change the locks. So they pay the $75 deductible. We'd send out a locksmith to change the locks for them. Some of our newest options, so rekey is included in all of our plans, even the standard plan. So that's not something you have to worry about adding on. These are some new things we launched when we launched that new Enhanced Plus plan. These are options you can add on to any plan. The appliance upgrade, we love this one. It's really great for high-end properties. It takes their former aggregate limit for appliances of $5,000 and it bumps it up to $10,000. This is a 100% great option for any property that has high-end appliances. Because if we do one Wolf stove repair, they've eaten up that aggregate, and maybe they had a whole Wolf kitchen that was older, and now they need a Viking refrigerator repair that is going to take them over their limit that year. So this just bumps them up to 10,000. So they've got a lot more to play with there. For years and years and years, the top home warranty companies had a $5,000 limit on all appliances. And this is the first time that we've allowed it to be bumped up to 10. And I've been ordering this on almost every home warranty lately. I've been seeing people really ask for more. I feel like, 12 years ago when I started, um, people were asking for a little less, and now I feel like people are giving themselves quite generous credits to play with that sometimes I can't even select enough things. They're like, use it all. I'm like, I can't. There's nothing else to order. You didn't need to ask for quite that much money. So find a sweet spot. I know things are starting to get a little better for buyers, but it's still super competitive. And in this competitive market, it has not slowed down on on asking for these home warranty credits. They just don't see it. It's not a red flag like, these credit repairs that you're seeing being negotiated. This is something that is rite of passage that the seller pays for the buyer to give them peace of mind that everything's going to be in good working condition. So I always tell, especially my new agents, do not be afraid to ask for this money. It's what really sets you apart. And at the end of the day, them being able to call the home warranty company when things break, because inevitably they call you, is just a great relief for you too, that they can get their hot water fixed, and you sort of are the hero that referred this and had it paid for them. It really helps offset the cost of home ownership for the clients. So
Can I
don't
just
be,
ask you real quick? You
yeah.
mentioned, I'm
Please.
sorry, I missed the details on the rekeying. Is that from when they first move in or only if there's a problem later on?
Oh, this one is from when they first move in. Nothing needs to be broken. We simply come out and rekey 4 locks and leave them with 6 new keys. If
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. And in the event that they need more than that, they could work with them on a retail basis. But I believe it's like a $750 value of changing the 4 locks and getting them the 6 keys. There are certain types of locks that they do not rekey, like smart locks or some of the very high-end locks, but I haven't had any kicked back to me yet since we've launched it. It's been a really great service, a great thing to reach out to them with right away. We ordered you this home warranty. Look for
Do they have to pay the $75 though?
Yes, they do pay the $75 deductible.
Okay,
It's the same with the like our pest control service is another one that's not actually a repair service. We would come out and spray for pests. That's a $75 deductible. And also this HVAC preseason tune-up here. This is another kind of concierge service. There's 2 3-month windows, one before summer, one before winter, where we would come out and just check the equipment proactively to see if there's anything wrong with it going into the season. And if we find anything, we would fix it. That's also the $75 deductible. So just kind of like a doctor's office deposit deductible that's paid anytime we send out a technician.
gotcha.
So some of the new options we've added on smart home, we don't even repair, we just replace them. So any smart nest equipment, rings, outdoor kitchens now is a coverage option that needs to be ordered in tandem with additional refrigeration if there's a refrigerator outside. The enhanced slab leak limit, external pipe leak has been a popular one. That'll give them some extra footage outside the walls of the home. The home warranty just covers what's within the walls of the home. The only exception to that is going to be pool spa equipment or outdoor kitchen. Unless they have this plumbing option, this would give them some extra footage into their sewage line and also cover for roots up to a certain dollar amount and installing a mainline clean out if there isn't one to clear any stoppages, which surprisingly I have found. No mainline cleanouts installed previously, which is why we added it in. The home equipment installation option, kind of like a handyman service. If your client knows they're going to put in a fan or a new faucet, they're going to buy their own equipment. It's not broken, or it could be broken, but they just want to do those things. They can pay the deposit and then the technician would come out and install them for them. They try to just add in some more kind of concierge feel services that could be added on. Water softener, reverse osmosis filtration system, that's actually already included in our enhanced plans, but say you got a lesser plan, you could add that on. And then the ornamental fountain, motor and pump. So if you've got fountains on site. You can get those covered now too. Seller's coverage. So I can't say enough good things about seller's coverage. If you have a listing, you can cover it for $1.17 a day. All the major systems inside the home would be covered for up to 180 days. You would simply pay for the days used if the homeowners weren't buying a one-year home warranty for the buyers. If they are, we would just tack on those days to the price of the home warranty. So they could call in anytime when something breaks during their listing. And we also have some sign writers that say this home's covered by Fidelity Home Warranty. You can hang on your sign. It's just such a great option for them to have peace of mind that everything's working. And also it's great for the buyer because they already now have longevity with the company. Because sometimes things are inspected and then it closes a month later and we find out that there was something that happened between the inspection and the close of escrow because the buyer's home warranty starts at the close of escrow moving forward. Everything needs to be in good working condition on the close of escrow date when the contract starts for them. So this gives them, a month or two prior of coverage with the company. It really is a win for everybody. If you ever want that on, all I need is the seller's name and phone number, and I can get it started. So understanding coverage, we put everything in the brochure, what's covered, what's not covered. Not all your clients are going to read that, but we do, it's out there. I had put that in the chat box. Feel free to forward that on to clients or copy me and I can send it to clients when they're making their choice on coverage. There are some limits in some areas. They do make it really easy to read where those are, like encased plumbing has a limit. If we have to actually jackhammer to get to the leak, it would be $1,000 limit. I mentioned the roof limit is $1,000. The appliance limit, 5,000 or 10,000. There are other areas where there are not limits. Just certain areas we have generous limits on, and it's all right in the brochure. And like I said, you are really, out there. These are your clients. You've worked so hard to get them. They're buying this home. You're writing it into the contract. We want you to feel, comfortable recommending Fidelity, knowing we are a Fortune 500 company. We have an A with Better Business Bureau. We have a very high renewal rate over, I think it's like almost 60% of our clients that we're retaining, you're referring, and they're getting a free home warranty the first year. And then they're paying to stay year after year and save money. And we email you every time we pay out. So and it might be years before that you referred this client, or it might have been just this year, but you'll know your client's got a brand new hot water heater, new air conditioning unit, just kind of keeping you in the loop because it's a great reason to reach out to them. And when they've saved money and just see how they're doing, maybe they have a referral, maybe they're thinking about moving. Because like I said, it might have been this year, it might have been years before. We have clients who've been with us. My parents, let's see, they have had a home warranty on their house now, I think 17 years in Arizona. I think we fixed every appliance in that house and all 3 air conditioning units. So here in the zip forms, this is where you're going to write in the home warranty and loosely how much money you want to ask for. So 630 is an old number, but you would want to, let me see here. I'm going to update that. That's an old number in that contract. Let me make sure I had the right pricing here for the new. So, you know what? I'm realizing this has some old pricing in it, guys. I'm sorry. The new brochure that I sent you out has the new pricing. Let me make sure you get that. I'll get this updated. Sorry about that. We just launched this new contract. So you would do, refer to that brochure, okay? I'll pull it up afterwards and we can go over the correct pricing. So here, the most important thing to do, ask for a cushion, and then always select upgraded 1-year home warranty, optional coverage, and then air conditioning or pool spa. But at a minimum, select other buyer to choose options. And the reason is, if you just put in a number here and don't select any boxes, see how it says a standard home warranty? So you remember the standard plan is super basic. It doesn't even cover air conditioning and it was just a few $100s. They're only contractually obligated to the standard plan. If you don't select other buyer to choose options or buyer, or upgraded plan, buyer to choose options, you want to be able to spend every cent of it on whatever you want. So code violations and modifications. When we bring things up to code, like the hot water heater, we replace these old ones. They have to be brought up to California standards. So put on an earthquake pad with earthquake straps, all those things cost money. So we do the code violations and modifications through their contract, up to $250 for codes, and then that $1,000 for modifications if they have the upgraded plan. Let's see here. We already kind of went over mods and more, so I'm not going to dig into it again. The stoppages due to roots. This is a big one I always get. It only covers up to $250, but it can be really helpful to know that that's the problem, clear the stoppage, and then they can get a bigger technician out to really solve the roots problem if it's a greater condition. Water heater expansion tanks are covered as well. So this is just a general overview. Like I said, the best way to describe this to your clients is it offsets the cost of homeownership. We do not cover everything, but there's so much that we do cover. And I just see thousands and thousands of dollars of savings to your clients. I think I totaled it up with like $100,000 of savings just from your office last year, from referrals and claims that we've paid out for buyers and sellers who've referred our product in your office. So all of these things would be covered, even doorbells, smoke detectors, pest control. We don't do retrofitting, but when the smoke detector breaks, they can call us. The built-in microwaves, trash compactor, the rekey, the pest control, house fans, the garage door opener system, central vacuum systems. Does anyone have that anymore? I'm not going to go over all of these, but think of mechanical things. Think of it as an on-off switch warranty, things that would break. So service is available 24 hours a day. Really important to remind the clients to call Fidelity first. Just like with your car, if you get in an accident, the adjuster's got to see it before you fix it. So we've got to get our guy out to diagnose it, and then we would move forward with any covered items there. So we're available 24 hours a day to capture that claim, dispatch it to a technician. That technician calls the homeowner directly to schedule an appointment at both of their availabilities to come out to the property. If it's an emergency situation, we don't have someone that can go out on that emergency case, we would offer them COS to get their own person, but it's got to be called in first. They can't say it was an emergency. I had water everywhere. I called my own person, and here's the remediation bill. They got to call us first. If we can't get our person out, then we would give them what's called COS. The new construction coverage, we landed on that already. Don't forget about what a great option that is to have a 4-year home warranty for your clients. It's actually $630 now. And then after you close escrow and your clients are happily using their home warranty, we have on our website marketing tools, free marketing tools. I love this newsletter here. will automatically come to you once a month, completely personalized after you log into our website. There's a place for you to upload your photo and your contact information one time. And this website doesn't send you any type of spam or emails or anything. But if you sign up for the newsletter, it'll come to you like this with your picture and your contact information. And every month there's different themes and recipes and tips, and you can just shoot it out to your clients. Or what I like to do is save it as a PDF and upload it on my social media. Or you can just screen grab certain articles that you like and put it in your own template if you have one. There's some certificates on here. If you gift your clients the home warranty, that you can give them a certificate and just say this contract's been ordered for you as a gift. There's a lot of templates about buying or selling a home, how to make your home more green. We also have these free door hangers. I'm not sure what the rules are at the moment about walking door hangers. So I've stopped ordering them, but I can order them for you and have them sent to you if it's something that you can do now. We have buy or sell your home with me. We have an open house one that you could just walk around the neighborhood and put the address on with your, and these are perforated. As you can kind of see, there's a little spot for you to pop in your business card or stick it on. Just check it out. There's so many free, amazing, different marketing materials that you can take advantage of there. Sign writers. Does anyone have any questions? That home warranty or experiences? So like I said, I'm local here. I'm assistant vice president. I have been doing this for 12 years. I've really built my business on being accessible to clients always. Just ask if you need any help. I'm here for you. I'm happy to talk to your clients. I know how hard you work to get them. And in the event that, this gift that you've given them that keeps on giving has any hangups, if a tech has a bad day or maybe something's denied, feel free to reach out to me. I'll always look into it. If they're having any challenges, I want to make this referral always a positive thing for you and your business and be part of your team. So feel free to loop me in anytime. I'm always around. And I am just grateful for all your referrals that you can send my way. They are so appreciated. So thank you so much, everyone, for coming today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mary.
Hi, Mary. I have a quick question.
Yes.
How do we
Thank you.
access the website for the marketing tools?
Good question. I'll type it in here, homewarranty.com. And let me see here. Up at the top, you can sign in one time, and then you'll be able to access all the marketing materials. I believe they're under Realtor.
Awesome. Okay, I'll find
Yeah.
it. Don't worry. Thank you
I
so
just-
much.
It's just homewarranty.com.
Okay.
I was going to say here. Also, please, I'm going to email my marketing department. I've pulled the wrong presentation today with the old pricing, but this is our brochure. As you can see, what's covered, what's not covered. And then on the back page, this is the pricing. We offer 1-year plans and 2-year plans. So you can see the prices right next to each other here. So for the enhanced plan, it's $545, not $520 anymore, because we added in a bunch of new options that weren't in there. We added like $250 worth of options and it only went up $35. But I always say this is like a pizza menu. So we have our pre-made pies at the top, the enhanced plan, the enhanced plus plan. These little diamonds show you everything that's covered. And then you can just see the enhanced plus plan has these extra items. They've got the code violations, the radiant heat, the water expansion tank, stoppages due to roots, enhanced slab leak limit, bumps that aggregate for encased plumbing from 1,000 to 2,000, adds in the water softener, the smart home, the HVAC preseason tune-up. So we also have zone control now for air conditioning units. So when you get a property that has more than one air conditioning unit, those are covered. You don't have to add on more than one air conditioning unit, but If you want that zone system that links them all together, that computer pad to be covered, you want to add on this option. And then we also have the 1 year and 2 year plans here. And then the seller's coverage here. The only thing I didn't cover, ADUs or guest homes or any type of converted garage, that needs its own contract. So you're gonna really need to ask for extra money on that. If it has air conditioning, you're gonna need, and it's under 750 square feet, you're gonna need an additional $330. If it's over 750 square feet, it's a whole new contract. So like the enhanced plan for that would be 545. So those are so popular out here. So just make sure if you see any detached space, you're thinking, oh, this has its own entrance. You're going to want to you're going to either 1.5 your money or double your money to get that space covered. But I always tell the clients, really make a decision on if it even needs a home warranty. If it's just like a room with a wall AC unit and no plumbing, does it really need a home warranty? Or should we just save money for a rainy day to replace that wall unit if it breaks? There's that. And then this is homewarranty.com. Here, real estate professionals. Just show you real quick. My computer's a little slow. And then you can download the brochure here. I already sent you that link. And where are those marketing materials? I think you just have to log in and then they're right at the top. But I'm logged in as me right now. This is kind of the website and what it looks like, and everything you need would be under real estate professionals. Cool. Thank you for asking.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay. I do not screen share a lot. Let me see if I can get out of here. Right. All right. Have any other questions? Otherwise, we'll
I'm
call
good.
it.
Thank you so much, Mary.
Yeah. And I look forward to meeting all of you in person soon. Thanks for your time today, everybody.
All right, bye now.
All right. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.